Good afternoon. I'm Joyce Asad-Veen from a company called Neobis in the Netherlands. I would like to talk to you today about our customization of an engineer-to-order process implemented in Odoo from CAD file through Odoo sales orders and manufacturing orders. Neobis is one of Odoo Gold partners of the Netherlands with around 15 years of experience and around 20 employees, sister organization of West IT Solutions. It has focus on production, wholesale, logistics, and project management, and it offers customer-specific solutions already from version 5, from Odoo 5. I am Joyce. I have a PhD in mathematics. I had experience working in academia as assistant professor, and now I'm working in companies as a software developer. I'm one of the lead developers at West IT Solutions, and I'm also involved in technical and functional design, and I'm Odoo 11 certified. I will be talking to you today about the business case that we need to implement in Odoo, what we have standard in Odoo sales flow and production flow. We will find out that we have some challenges to manage, and then I will show you our solution. Our customer is not yet live. He will go live end of this month. Now in testing phase, so we have an agreement not to show real demo. I will be showing some anonymized screenshots, and I will be more explaining in diagrams. In general, if a person wants to buy a product online, what does he do? He goes on a web shop. It will appear something like that, the web shop catalog. There are already products in the database. They are already known. They are already predefined, priced. They are in database ready that someone come and order them. For our customer, his web shop is totally different. It's this. This is the web shop catalog of our customer. What this means, he doesn't have a predefined product because each product is unique. So he doesn't know what product he will need to manufacture. He doesn't know what raw materials are needed, their quantities, what are the operations needed and their duration. On the floor, the employees and machines don't know what to expect. He doesn't know any price because he doesn't know the product, but he gives something very important for his user, for his client. He gives him the possibility to order anything he would like. He gives them the possibility to design his own product and upload it, and they promise that they will manufacture this product. A bit big image of this flow. They have an external web shop, not an Odoo one, but it could be also applied for an Odoo web shop or a customer portal in Odoo. On that web shop, the file is uploaded, CAD file, DXF or step. And then there is a communication between web shop, Odoo, and the CAD parser to study this file and decide what are the raw materials needed, the quantities, the operations needed, their duration. And everything then is built in Odoo. The sales order is built in Odoo. Manufacturing order is built in Odoo. Odoo also will control the work on the floor with the machines. Everything should be automated so that this goal could be applied. First day, someone upload a file. Next day, the product should be in his location. So all this flow should be automated. Odoo should be the manager, the controller of all the flow, administratively, but also triggering machines, stopping machines. Everything should be in harmony. We cannot control machine 2 and command machine 2 while machine 1 is still working, or while we don't have yet the instructions from the CAD parser. Everything should be done well, so to be able to send the product next day to the customer. What is already standard in Odoo? In Odoo, we have database prepared, product already known, predefined, with its bill of material and raw materials with their quantities, with its routing and operations and the duration. Prices are known, prices are computed. We have the final product, we have all the specifications of it. And then we decide to put this final product on a sales order, and when we confirm it, in standard Odoo flow, two things happen. Production order is created and a delivery order is created. Then the employees of the company on the floor will come. They prepare themselves. They are ready to produce. They come and they plan the production orders. This will create work orders. They will produce in real life in the company the first work order. They come to Odoo, update Odoo. First one is done. Second work order become done. They go produce it. They come back to Odoo, update Odoo, and then third work order till the end of the product, till the end of the flow, and then they will deliver the product. This is standard in Odoo. But here we have some challenges. This flow is not possible with our client because it's not giving all the flow. First, our client doesn't have a ready database. Everything should be done on the flow. Everything should be done in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, the price should appear on the webshop after uploading the file. So first challenge is to be able to study the file, communicate with the CAD parser and the webshop, and in 2 seconds create all this part and compute the price of the final product based on the raw materials and on the operations, and in 2 seconds show a price on the website. And then when the customer is happy, customer clicks on the sales order, clicks to order the product. This flow is not enough because we don't automate things. Our customer would like everything automate to be able to provide the product quicker. So we have lots of communications, different APIs with different parties. We need to manage that in good order. And we need to let our flow independent of a human interface. Even if people are sleeping or are sick or are on holidays, the production should continue. And automation, different APIs, everything should be done in good order, and creating the product on the flow. So our customization, we don't have anything in database. We have only a CAD file that was uploaded. And then in 2 seconds, communication between webshop and Odoo, and communication between Odoo and the CAD parser, communication between CAD parser and webshop. We will define this product, define what do we need. Then we can create BOM, bill of material, with operation, with product. And then we calculate the final product price based on what do we have in raw materials and their quantities, what do we have in operations and their duration. And then we communicate that to the webshop so the webshop can show the price. When the visitor would like to order, he will click on an order button. He will sign in. A customer is created in Odoo. And then a sales order is created in Odoo with that product and automatically validated. And the magic happens. Everything is done on 1 click of the visitor on the webshop being, I want to order this product. It's a bit complicated to see it in one time. I will explain it step by step, but only to show you that all this happened automatically. And all this happened from the CAD file to the sales, to the manufacturing, to the transport. Everything is automated. And like this, we can say, yes, next day you can have your product at home. Step by step, product is now available after 2 seconds from the upload of the file. Price is given, and then we have the sales order. We automate the validation of the sales order, so we have standard Odoo flow. What else? We communicate to the CAD parser that now we have a sales order related to this product. The CAD parser will parse the file again and generate instruction files. These instruction files are needed for the machines and are needed for the employee in the company. We import the instruction files from the external parser. We import the uploaded file by the visitor, and we store them all as attachments on the product. And then some instruction files will go as worksheets on the operations. Some instruction files will go on a specific directory on the server. That directory is watched by the machine. And once the files are imported and ready in our database and in our server, we plan automatically the manufacturing order. Planning manufacturing order means we have work orders in the database, and on the creation of the database, on the work orders, we automatically generate XML file readable by the machine. It contains information about the work order and production order and product and sales order, all the information about this production flow. It contains also instruction to where the machine should find the instruction file that we got from the parser, and which directory, which precise file related to this precise work order. It will contain also instruction about the configuration of the machine. Each product will have different raw material and different thickness. And for each raw material and thickness, the machine should be configured a bit differently. So we read this information from the product, we recognize which configuration file the machine should read, and we guide the machine in this XML file to the directory and the specific configuration file for this work order. And we send this to the machine. The machine is watching the directory, is triggered every time a new work order coming in. The machine will take them all, will nest all the orders on one big piece of raw material, will cut them all in one time. When working, the machine has many states, and every time machine goes from one state to the other, the machine is sending to Odoo an update, saying, now I am preparing, now I'm starting, now I'm working first step, second step, now I'm finishing, now I'm clearing. Every time the machine has a new state, it sends an XML file again to that directory. Odoo is watching the directory. Odoo will update the related work orders all in one time with this state, with the timestamp, also for reporting purposes later in Odoo. When we receive the start state, Odoo will start the work order. When we receive the end state, Odoo will end the work order. And you know, when you end the first work order, the following one will become ready to be processed. At the beginning, the following one is pending. And like this, we do work order after the other till the product is finished. When a product is finished, it is ready in warehouse, and then we can communicate with the transporter to transport the product. We implemented the first phase of this project, which is till the first machine. We still need to implement second machine and transporter. We had already done the first machine, so the technology, we know it, and it could be done quickly, and also communicating with the transporter is not a big deal. Because of our agreement, I cannot show it to you live, but I can show you some screenshots, anonymized a bit. So this is when the user uploads a file, and then he can click on Save after selecting some information related to material and thickness and quantities he needs. And then he clicks on Calculate. He will get the price of his product. And between the first screenshot and this one, there is only 2 seconds. And here where the communication comes between Odoo and the CAD parser. And then he can, if he is happy, he can click on I want to order. And on that button, the magic happens. Here first, this is the product related to the file. We see that it has one bill of material. Doesn't have yet any attachment. This is the one that was uploaded. We put it on a sales order on clicking of the button I want to order. The sales order is automatically also validated. We have already the delivery order there. But if we go to that product of this sales order, we see that now we have the attachment. So communication with the CAD parser is done. We imported all the instructions that we need. After attaching them here and storing them in the good directories on the server, we communicate with the first machine. We plan the manufacturing order, so the work orders are created. We create the XML files for the machine. Here we have the product on the work order, since we put it also on the operation as a worksheet. We have the machine states where we log the states. Here the state, one after the other, with a timestamp. And when we had the first step, we started. When we had the finished step, we stopped it. Everything automated, everything in code. So, to summarize what we did, communication first with external webshop and with CAD parser, and then creating on the fly unique product with bill of material and routing, and then importing all the DXF files and PDFs and everything, instructions for the employees and the machines inside Odoo and store them where it should be, and then guide the machines and automate the flow of the machines and guide them to the instructions and the configurations that they need to work one after the other. And then update Odoo work orders with the states of the machine, so we can track how the machine is working and we can do statistics, how long it's taking for each operation. And then we will be managing also the transport. Thank you. Some questions, feedback?
How many work days you did?
How many days?
Yes.
Development?
Yes.
We started it 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We are communicating with different parties and we are depending on each other, that everyone is available, everyone is coding from his side to communicate all together. So we couldn't control all the flow ourselves in our company, and it took 3-4 months to do this. And now they are testing. In our company, it was mostly 2 developers, but with all the consultants and the project management. And we had lots of communication with others. And all this communication is done on a parallel thread. So if one of the other servers is down, our Odoo is not hanging. Odoo will continue working normally, while on a parallel thread, he is doing all the communication with other parties.
The types of machines that you're communicating with, are they like CNC machines?
I don't know what CNC machines, but they are machines that has a software,
Yeah.
intelligent machines, where you could communicate with the software of the machine and comment them.
Another kind of machine, but CNC is possible.
We saw a three-dimensional shape of the product. Can you submit a 3D?
Can I submit?
Can you submit a 3D model of your product?
I need to check it with the client.
Or better, what are the machines that you can realize? Drilling and
Cutting, drilling, bending also.
Okay.
Bending is also possible.
Okay.
So it's first work order cutting, second work order would be bending.
Yeah.
And cutting will contain the gaps and drilling. It could be applied for 3D printing. It could be applied for clothing. It could be applied for metal. It could be applied for wood. So now we did it in only one case for one customer. You cannot talk really details about it till the end of the month because they need to go live first. But we have the technology, we have the knowledge. It might not be very difficult to apply it on a different, in a different manufacturing industry.
If the components are similar and you do them in batch on the surface, do you identify by barcode or by data matrix the pieces for afterwards if they are similar?
Till now, our client is not interested in barcodes. For him, all of them. Let us say same product. Someone wanted 20 pieces. For him, all these 20 pieces are similar, no matter if you
Yeah, but,
exchange them.
If another customer wanted this similar piece after the cutting or exact piece, then you wouldn't know which piece was for which customer.
For which customer?
Yeah.
The piece that is created is related to a work order. And that work order is related to a unique product, related to one unique file. So imagine you and your neighbor, you apply the same file. You will have an ID, your neighbor will have another ID. The piece that is cut, known that it's related to this work order ID related to this file ID. Even if they are the same at the end, but your piece has a different ID than his.
Yeah, we have a similar program, and the problem that we were facing that the product is almost exact. It's 1 millimeter shorter, and the person that is collecting the pieces doesn't know which one is which physically.
Okay.
So we did data matrix. We are thinking about data matrix
on the product.
Drilling the whole
the ID
products.
on the product.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you did the same thing.
Now our customer is testing. I don't know if he will find out that he has this problem. You will see. Today, half hour ago, they sent us a photo about 2-3 pieces produced by our flow automatically. This is the first test they start to do. Other questions, feedback? Thank you.
Thank you.